My daughter, Tiarra, is forever 28. She lost her life on May 17th of 2020. She always made you feel warm and always made you feel happy. But when she was prescribed opiates, she was immediately dependent. It's almost like witnessing your child disappear before your very eyes. Tiarra was stigmatized in so many ways by her own family, by the healthcare system.
Part of the stigma is that there is an assumption that substance use disorder is a choice.
Yes.
No one would suggest that diabetes is a choice.
So we, had a son was misdiagnosed as being attention deficit, prescribed Adderall, started self-medicating with alcohol to come down at night from that, and then moved on to other drugs. And we lost him on his 4th day in college. We decided that rather than crawl into a little ball of anger, grief, and shame, that there was something we could do to help. One of those is public awareness, to get rid of public enemy number one, which is, of course, stigma. And you and the president are doing incredibly important work whenever you say anything about this. And I think until you're tired of hearing yourself say it publicly, you're not saying it enough, because people will listen to you. And the stigma piece is so important.
Alec was just, he would, like you, he would walk into a room and just light it up. As a child, he suffered, and teenager, he suffered from depression and a mild form of bipolar. My biggest fear was always that before we could get him on a permanent path to recovery, that the fentanyl would find him. Every day since then has been very hard for us. What makes it impossible to bear, Vice President Harris, is that over 500,000 people have died since then. 500,000 people since our son passed away.
Out of the grief of your personal loss, what you've done to dedicate your time and your work to this issue on behalf of parents you've not met and children you may never meet. And as I think all of you know, my background was as a prosecutor, and I was the Attorney General of California for 2 terms. A lot of the work I did was around focusing on transnational criminal organizations, but also what we need to do to think about this in the context of public health. Because it is a public health crisis as much as anything, and I don't need to tell you each that.
Stay involved.
I promise you.